everything exotic, sponsored by narcotics. Girl, bye. Was Stevie J's joint that he played for Tiffany Fox, was that shit not all that? As an artist myself, bye, girl, bye. I was in love. I was in love. I was lusting after that situation ship that was going on there. Anyway, um, just a FYI before we get into it, I have videos that you can watch that are only 5 minutes long, and it breaks down the show, what happened in the show, if you don't want to hear a lengthy review about somebody's, personal opinion on it. But, some of us love the personal opinion, so we can comment and we can get a conversation started. Some of you guys watch my videos and don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment, and it's okay. Clearly, like, a bitch like me know how to take a hint. A bitch like me know how to say, well, bitch, they wasn't there for that. But if you do like my videos, please do comment, rate, subscribe, the whole kit. Like this video, how? Click that thumbs button right there. I don't know where the fuck it's at, but click it. Shout out to Mona! Anyway, let's go, because it pops off where it left off last week. The Carly Red function was a hot ass mess. Carly Red was acting the fool. She was whooping the shit. I was so scared for her life. I was like, that Ram about to get you, Ram about to get you, bitch. That Ram about to get you, Ram about to get you, bitch. Run. That Ram about to get you, bitch. Miss Piggy about to eat you up. Why? Anyway, turn this shit down, because we already know what happens. The shit pops off right the fuck where it left off. And last night I did I did my little 5-minute review because I was so excited right when I got to the part where Bambi was like, I get it. Your little auntie came and told you what's good. I died. I went all the way back in my seat. And then today I got a notification from Mr. Still Standing. And, when he talked, when he kept calling Rashida Auntie Rashida, I died, honey. But anyway, Carly and Jack's baby mama, I cannot remember her name right now, Cena. They are in cahoots to fuck with Miss Piggy. I thought it was whack. I felt like it was whack juice all over the place, because Carly, you got your man there, you got execs there, you got like people there like waiting to see you do something successful, and you embarrass yourself by entertaining the bullshit with Miss Piggy. Like, where was your part where you said, security? We would have had words for 2 seconds. As soon as the bitch started taking off her shoes, then that's when I would have been like, okay, and I'm gonna need you to leave. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave my establishment, because if you don't remember, bitch, if you forgot, there are execs around, VPs, there are owners, there are shareholders here, there are investors here, bitch. I'm not doing this shit with you today. I just wanted you to look as dumb as you look, but I'm not a part of that shit. I would have just lured her there for Cena, because, bitch, Cena, you the one that wanted her there with your scary ass, but we ain't gonna do it. Life, they laughing and cracking it up after security done removed the big ass, Miss Piggy. And, they laughing, keying and everything. And then, life is like, yeah. And I seen that shit the whole time when I was watching that part. Like, when it was keying, I was watching life the whole time, because I was like, I need to know how he is feeling right now. So, he's like, yeah. come bring your ass this way, bitch. And, he pretty much tell her, like, look, you fucking up. Which, by the way, wasn't it a little misleading that, we had a whole different conversation in the next up, situation, and then now we here, and it's like a whole nother thing. But I'm glad that they didn't separate. I think life is a good look for her, whatever. So, he pretty much just checked her, and tell her, like, you cannot be acting like that, because if some shit really pop off, jump off, guess what? I'm the motherfucker that gotta come to your fucking rescue, bitch. You think I never had a ratchet girlfriend before? You think this is my first fucking rodeo, bitch? And I was like, yes, like, I know you've been with a lot of hood ass bitches before. I could tell, cause I could tell by your album that you was the ratchet nigga yourself. But he trying to establish himself. Clearly, you on these shows for good reasons, because everybody knows that Carly Red just like goes through niggas. And you know, I have the lineup for you in my last review. Um, when she was talking about life and when there was a spot. But here we go. Margot meets up with Joseline Hernandez, baby, and that shit just goes all the way left from the jump. Jocelyn telling her, bitch, make me a drink because you're an ungrateful ass, bartending ass bitch. And I was there for that, because I'm like, ooh, Jocelyn, ooh, who spilled the tea all on Jocelyn's dress? And then had Jocelyn take it to the cleaners, bitch. And when she got there, the cleaners was Margot, bitch. But anyway, yeah, she was like, bitch, boom, bye. Like, you's a losing ass bitch. You over here talking about how you don't need my help. You over here calling us shady and shit, saying that we bullshit. Nigga, the Jordans ain't bullshit, bitch. You know what we doing over here? We making movies, bitch. We getting money, bitch. She was not there for it. And I, for one, was not mad at Jocelyn. But then again, that foolishness and fuckery get you every time. So, you know, Margot's like, why are you mad? Like, just cheap shot. Just a cheap ass shot. Why are you mad because your husband's still in love with Mimi? Bitch, why are you bringing up Mimi as if y'all like cool, good Judys and shit? Like, bitch, don't bring that bitch name up into the picture, because you don't like that bitch either. And if I was Jocelyn, I would have said, bitch, and are you mad, bitch? Are you bringing up Mimi, bitch, because the bitch stole your husband and was fucking him for months while your dumbass for a year, while your dumbass was in New York bartending, bitch? Sit your ass the fuck down. She said you can get on your motherfucking knees and basically she said suck my dick. And I was not mad at Margot for that. I was like, yes, bitch. I mean, Jocelyn. I'm like, yes, like, she was like, bitch, Stevie could be in love with whoever the fuck he want to be in love with, bitch. You know how she do. Stevie could be in love with whoever he want to be in love with. She asked Margot, like, bitch, and let me ask, you know, like, all that's cool and all that shit, like, you talking all this, you know, fuck shit and whatever, but, like, I just need to ask you a question. How the fuck old are you, bitch? Because you got an opportunity that you was not the fuck gonna get, bitch. You was gonna be sitting over here somewhere at ATL bartending, hoping your music get off the ground, bitch, and we gave you exposure, so why are you mad? And, like, some people might not get with that opinion, because they don't understand the dynamic. I'm about to take this shit all the way to the background. Jocelyn does not really have an idea that Stevie is doing this to fuck with Nico because of Mimi. Do you think that he would tell Jocelyn that? Do you think that he would say that to Jocelyn? Like, yeah, because I'm about to fuck with them. Of course he put it like, nigga, still a little sleazy J up in that nigga. Don't think that nigga saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost already just because he took his ass to go recovery, to the recovery, girl, bye. So, yeah, like, I feel like Jocelyn was not aware. She keep bringing up just key points of, like, bitch, you should be grateful. And we have to keep in mind that Jocelyn does not know Stevie J's antics. And I feel like Margot came and tried to, like, expose that, but in the way that she did it as though Jocelyn knew that all of this shit was going on. So Jocelyn is just looking at her like, bitch, you just an ungrateful ass bitch, and that's just the end of it. So, moving it the fuck along. She basically cuts her the fuck out. Margot tried to come with her little psychobabble bullshit. And, you know, Jocelyn was like, bye-bye, boo-boo. Bye, boo-boo. Bye, boo-boo. Get the fuck out of my personal life. And I felt her on that, too. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you sitting over here talking about Mimi for? Shut the fuck up. Margot, you look dumb in that moment, and you do need to change that orange hair, like Jocelyn said, because it's just played the fuck out. But obviously she do. So then we move on. Kadia She take her ass over to go see Jock at the studio because remember she heard that rude ass comment from Cena talking about bitch. That's why you're getting kicked out of dinners, family dinners, and faking pregnancies, and then so she had to go see fucking Jock. She had to go see Jock about that shit. So she went to go meet up with Jock. And, she pretty much just laid it all down on the line, everything that happened. Jock was acting slow, as usual, acting like a man, acting like he don't even know what to say and shit. But then, basically, that shit just ends abruptly in, get the fuck out of here type shit. See, KD was looking really cute, though. She be looking really cute in real life, but in her interviews, I'll be like, girl, can we not? With that with the fucking red hair and then the pink underneath. If you notice, that shit is like highlighted, but it's like blatant pink underneath, and then the red on top. And then you had the audacity to wear that yellow top, and you just Ronald McDonald the fuck out of that. And I just feel like you have to live with that the whole season, and it's not cute. And I would have had to do me a change because I would have seen the editing like, you know what, I don't want to wear this. Sometimes you just gotta think shit through. I don't give a fuck. Me, I'm sitting at the house, but if I'm on fleek, I'm on a fleek situation, doing some fleek taping, I'm not gonna be looking like no dusty ass, dirt bum bitch, but to each their own. The boys meet up for a poker night. They talk about the problems with the girls, and Jock, of all people, gives advice that y'all should handle this before it creep into y'all personal lives at home. So they decide that they're going to have a meeting and meet up. And what happens with that is beyond, oh my God, like it's beyond. I couldn't stand it because, let me press pause for a second. Girl, let me get my life all, hold the fuck on, because I'm about to break this shit down like it ain't never been broke before. I got these $5 ass M&Ms that I bought from the movie theater when I went to go see Southpaw, which, by the way, it's a good movie, but it's so depressing. I left feeling some type of way. The spirit was just not cool. But I've been eating one of these motherfuckers a day because they got me fucked up. I paid motherfucking almost $6 for these bitches. Really. Anyway. So they meet up, the gang meets up, and, the boys are trying to, get the shit going, so they talking like, y'all need to talk, we need to put this shit behind us so we can move on, because Tony keeps saying, the whole show, Tony keeps saying, they're gonna, this shit is gonna blow over, and they'll be back friends, and that shit happens in real life, that shit happens. Give me a second. So I was like, okay, Tony finally got some common sense about his life, because that's true. Like, girlfriends will, get to beef and get to talking reckless. And, they'll find themselves getting over it. But this is a reason why I need to have a breakdown right now. Please bear with me. First of all, Rashida and Kalina are friends for real, in real life. Rashida put her on. We have to understand that first. We were introduced to Kalina by Rashida. The world was introduced to Kalina a long time ago, but as of the show, she is filtered through the good graces of Rashida. Now, y'all being friends for 10 years or whatever the case, both, finding yourselves successful, to say the least, whatever. Black girls be having dreams, and when they come true, even a little bit, bitch, we made it. So anyway, when you find yourself in a situation where you are good friends with this bitch, and another bitch come along that you've been knowing for an weensy bits of time, says to you, you've been bitch, you a snake bitch, oh, you a broke bitch, tra-la-la. And then turn around to Rashida and say, I knew she was a snake bitch when she called me talking shit about you on the phone. And I said, Bitch, rule number one, girl code number the fuck one. How in the fuck, ask yourself, how in the fuck does Rasheeda and Kalina feel comfortable talking shit about each other to this random ass bitch Tammy? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll the fuck wait. Bitch, bye. I was not there for that. I was like, from the beginning, I wasn't there for that. This bitch Tammy coming out of know the fuck where. Bitch, we ain't missed you since Jocelyn fucked you over in New York and pulled your little ponytail out and people was calling you to saying you had the crackhead ponytail. Girl, bye. And wasn't nobody thinking about Tammy, even knowing that Deb Atney is Waka Flocka's mom. Like, nobody was giving a care. Nobody saw you coming or none of that. So when the situation when the plight took off like it did, I was like, how in the fuck, who in the fuck, what in the fuck? And I just feel like it's one of them Jackie situations, Jackie from Basketball Wives, where you called up a bitch after you got a little information and you called the next bitch and said, girl, Rasheeda was talking about you, honey, talking about how you ain't got no money and blah, 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 blah. And then Kalina was like, oh, word? Well, I don't know why the fuck she over here trying to go bad on me, bitch, because you were passing out CDs on my motherfucking tour bus. So you know what my shit is. You know what this is. So I don't understand why the fuck you talking bad about me. So then Tammy goes back to Rasheeda as if the information, like, she ain't never told Rasheeda none of this shit until it was beneficial for her because she done got into it with Kalina, about to get her ass fucked up once again. Child, please. So now you want to spill the tea, and I just feel like in that moment everybody should have fucking paused. I felt like Kalina did pause, and I think that's why I was on her side when the debacle took place, when they met up for the little joint dinner meeting situation. I felt at first, like, in my 5-minute review, I was like, bitch, like, that's fucked up how everybody doing Kalina, everybody laughing like the shit is funny, and the shit is not funny. Like, why in the fuck is everybody laughing? Tony over here talking about how he want, Rasheeda and Kirk to be the godparents. Well, he considered them that. And, she's over here like, what the fuck? Like, Kalina's like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, what? Like, why would you, if anything happened to me, that's who I'm gonna leave my baby to? No, the fuck no. And like I said before, I stand by my original statement. I understand because it's fucking Kirk and Rasheeda, so I understand why Kalina felt some type of way. Y'all shit is a mess. But at the same time, like, I do have to recognize that Kalina is on some other shit. Her postpartum, she's just a little sensitive right now. I hate the word postpartum because I just feel like it's just you emotional. You going through a very sensitive time, and when people put labels on it, it make you seem like you crazy. So when Tony was bringing it up, he was bringing it up like it was a serious issue. But here's the real tea. That's on the exterior. That's what we're looking at the show, on the show. But the reality of that situation is, Tony, you's a bum ass nigga. Feel me? Like, at the end of the day, Tony is a bum ass nigga. And let's not forget that because he been level headed this episode. Because you're taking the $75,000 that Kalina gets from being on the show, and you're taking that to open up a bar. You talking about how she need to lose weight and all that shit before she can do anything. But at the end of the day, is she recording? Is she doing, like, okay, a video and all that? I understand, like, you concerned about her image and all that. We all should be a little concerned, but can she get some kind of publicity? Can she get some kind of warm-up? Can she get a motherfucker not coming home at 10 in the morning, but instead waking her up at 10 in the morning so that they can go to the gym and work out Kalina's body? Can we get some fucking support? That's how the fuck I feel about it. I feel like Tony is a bum-ass nigga. You've been riding this girl coattail. You made her somebody to where you got her over to Diddy, Dirty Money, whatever. She was a success. She went on tour and all that shit. Went on tours, and I get it. Like, I get it at the end of the day. And I just feel like he's a bum ass nigga. Like, when's the last time you pulled some revenue in? So now you're taking my money to make your dream come true and put my dream on the fucking sideline because what? Because of what? instead of just investing in me. Like, I just thought that was whack juice. It was whack juice sprayed all the fuck over the scene, and I didn't really care for it. But I think I went on a little too much about that situation. So the boys went, played their little poker game, talked about their situationship. Now that I got Kalina and Rashida dusty ass out the way, I think in closing with that scenario, I just felt like he did throw her under the bus. I felt like it was fucked up for Rashida to be sitting there laughing, but she wasn't laughing out of malice. I feel like she was laughing because it was like the discomfort of it all. Tony had just said something sweet, and then next thing you know, Kalina was shutting that shit down. So what can you do? It's uncomfortable now, so I gotta laugh. I would have did it. I would have laughed it off like, girl, you tripping, and I think that's where Rashida's at. She knows that Kalina is just tripping right now, so she fucking with her, snapping on her. That's their relationship. That's like the ending. That after they went to the bar and they clowning around, they slapping five, and she say something about Kirk. Kalina say something about Kirk, and then Rashida turn around and say something about Tony. Like, bitch, how many kids Tony have? Bitch, why you trying to snap? But that's their relationship. They snap, they bust their little dozens or whatever. So in this moment, she's like, bitch, I don't care if you mad. You my motherfucking best friend, bitch. And when you comfortable with your best friend, it get like that. So I don't think that we should root Sheeta out just yet. But as I said last night, she is gonna be the enemy. When you take to Black Twitter, aka Instagram, you're gonna be talking shit about Rashida. People are gonna hate her after this, but I think it's misunderstood. So I just had to say my piece. Girl, bye. So Rashida, Tammy, and which photo? Rashida, Tammy, and Bambi are at this little spot doing a video, release party, aka after party type shit. And, they watching the video and Rashida's uncomfortable, rightfully so. Bambi know better. That's what Scrappy is Rashida's like good fucking Judy, like one of her best good friends. Remember how Kirk had to question whether Rashida was pregnant by Scrappy because of the tabloids and because they so close, and he just couldn't fucking believe that Rashida was pregnant by him. The motherfucker talking about he pulled out and all this bullshit. I feel like it was very inappropriate how Bambi was acting, but I also feel like in the greater schemes of things, it was bullshit. Like, you tell Tammy of all people after the scene that they just had with Kalina, so you tell Tammy, and then Tammy goes to Rashida invites her to the party to come with her, and I just felt like BS on that one. Be the fuck S on that one. But I get it though. We did a storyline. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm calling BS on the whole turn up. I'm calling BS on the whole motherfucking turn up because I just felt like, like y'all said, Mona, you set that one up real good. Mona Scott Young. But they meet up with Scrappy after the party, and Rashida lets Kirk tell it because she done went home and told her husband. That's what we do. That's what wives do. Anyway, that's what I do. I go home and tell my husband all the business. So it is what it is on that one. But it don't end up too well. Bambi walks out on Scrappy. He's saying she don't have his motherfucking back. She like, I do have your motherfucking back, nigga. And boo, you gonna let Auntie Rashida be the one to tell you some shit. But at the end of the day, Bambi did tell Rashida that she wasn't gonna tell Scrappy, or she was at least telling us that she wasn't gonna tell Scrappy. I know somewhere along the lines I did hear this bitch say she was gonna tell motherfucking Scrappy. So, okay, what for? And then, so she felt like that's my brother. I'm gonna tell him. And if that was my brother, I would have been calling him in the club like, nigga, come down here right now. right the fuck now. But she, Rashida was trying to be. She was trying to be a lady about the situation. I think she wasn't trying to be messy because I think when you're on these shows, you have to, at some point, you have to be very cognizant of what the fuck you're portraying on screen, because editing can only do so much. Um, but anyway, Stevie J come with this bomb ass fucking R&B, like he said, just raining sexy every the fuck where. Ooh, smash! And it's for Tiffany Fox. I'm a little jealous, but I did love her little. Hold on, play it. It's coming on right now. He said it was raining all the. I said Stevie J getting fine, ain't he? He's still trifling, but he's getting fine. I'm just saying. It's good when a nigga start progressing, because then you get to see the sexy. You get to stop being mad and see the sexy. Let me how you sound on this joint. Let's do it. And I liked what's her face, Lil Ryan. I thought it was cute. Everything exotic, sponsored by narcotics. Oh. I'm very serious about not trying to have no issues with Jocelyn over this music thing. I ain't mad. So if he can stay sober and control. She was like, cause I heard about y'all, Mimi. Mimi was like, hold on. Then Tip Faucet. So I thought that was cute. Scrappy got his little hit. I felt like everybody did good. Like with their music this season, everybody did good, don't you think? I love Margot's dance with the devil in a row. Hold a white horse, streets take the gun. Not finished yet. I never meant to start a word. Bam. And I like Scrappy when he said, why you worry about me? You better keep your eyes on your freak. Before she end up with a G, don't worry about me. Oh, that shit go. I bump that shit in my car. I will bump that shit in my ride. All motherfucking day. You better keep your eyes on your freak before he end up with Nikki. Don't worry about me, bitch. Sometimes you gotta let these bitches know. Don't let this situation shit fool you. I do this for y'all motherfuckers. Look a damn fool. But when I'm on flick, so flick. But yeah, it is true. Rashida couldn't look Bambi in the eye. Bambi she remained a lady about it, and I liked it. She was like, oh, okay, y'all leaving? Hi, how you? Oh, okay, and she left it at that. She walked out on Scrappy's ass. Margot meets up with Stevie J after he meets up with Jocelyn. And that's, bitch, you ain't got no friends and you're not getting paid. Next subject. Girl, bye. I really do like her little HOFM little line she put together at the swap meet. It's real cute. But I would wear it, I think it's hot. But, oh my God, Carly Red and Young Jock. Young Jock goes to the spot where Carly has her store. And, he come in to address her about the whole Kadia situation. But at the end of the day, you told Carly that y'all wasn't together no more. And I was like, why? Why did you tell her that? Why? What you missed it. You want to get some. Was it coincidence that Carly Red had on a fucking stripper's ballroom gown or no? I'm not doing it. She told that motherfucker, he tried to talk some shit about her dress, and she was like, bitch, your jacket is a baby jacket. What the fuck are you talking about? You got unicorns and bullshit, like angels and bullshit. I thought it was unicorns, but I guess it's angels. Oh, it is angels now that I'm looking at it, because I was looking at it drunk last night, and I was all over the place because I was taping while I was watching, so I didn't really get... I watched this motherfucker like 5 times, so it's morning. It's morning. But, yeah. Carly looked like, nigga, bye, I'm not there for you. He's trying to get peeks at her ass and trying to flirt and all that shit. And I was just like, okay, John. He's a corny ass nigga. I didn't like. Okay, so moving on from that, cause I'm moving on. I'm moving on, oh, moving on, moving on. I'll be moving on, moving on, moving on. I am moving. Shout out to Maya. That's my bitch for life. I grew up with that bitch, real life. Anyway, I liked how Kalia, okay, I liked how when Rashida mentioned um Jocelyn during the dinner, and then Kalina stopped all of her going off like, what you say about Jocelyn? And I was like, yes, bitch, that's a homegirl. That's a motherfucking homegirl. Okay, bitch, that's why that's why I fucks with Kalina. Not just because she diddy dirty money, not just because she was the unconventional girl in the group that motherfuckers was calling ugly, and so she gotta be the realist. Not because of none of that vanity title bullshit. Because of the fact that, bitch, she down for her grits on the fuck camera. We don't know what the fuck transpired between her and Tammy on the phone. All we heard was Tammy ousting her during, her work situation at her little club that they invested in. And I just felt like that shit was whack as fuck. Like, Tammy, you's a whack ass bitch. I don't like your ass, bitch. I do not like you. You's a fraudulent ass, hoe ass bitch. I don't like you. Fuck Waka Flocka the Fluck Flame with his whack ass music too. Both y'all bitches is whack as fuck. The motherfucker can buy you fucking. You living in $1,000,000 home that the nigga bought. You live driving $1,000,000 cars. $100,000 cars that this motherfucker bought. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker bought all that shit for him, and you moved the fuck in, and the motherfucking bitch didn't buy you no fucking ring yet, hoe bitch. You should have took Jocelyn's advice with your hoe ass. Instead, you let Flocka pimp your ass into thinking you didn't need no fucking ring. You needed something that was just so much more better than a fucking ring, than a fucking title, than a fucking something on your finger to let you fucking know that this motherfucker loved you and put a fucking ring on it like Beyonce said, bitch. But whatever with that shit. Kalina, when Rashida said like, Kalina was like, what you say about Jocelyn? And she was like, cause she a bad bitch. She a bad bitch, like unlike yourself, bitch. And then Rashida was like, yeah, and that's who you wish to be. That's why you hang out with her, because you wish you looked like that. Instead, you're the other girl. I didn't know if she said other girl or ugly girl. But either way, Kalina said, bitch, I ain't never been an ugly girl or other girl, and fucking threw that drink. And I think just like anybody else would say, I wished Kalina would have came across that table on Rashida. But at the end of the day, she stayed in control. She didn't want to sock her friend the fuck out because she knew that would be the end of their relationship, their friendship, for sure, for sure. And I think there's still love there, and that's why she didn't reach across that table and snatch the fuck out of Rashida and beat the fuck out of her. Also, people in Atlanta like to throw lawsuits around like they making a tsunami in the club. Like, they love a paper trail of lawsuits for some reason. They lawyers up in Atlanta. We see that with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and shit, and cutting it in Atlanta and shit. Like, these motherfuckers will lawyer up on your ass. But I didn't like that she was teasing her like that. Friend or no friend, like, at the end of the day, what you do have to realize is just the way that Kirk did shit, that although he didn't mean no true harm came from it. You got people looking at you like you dumb as fuck because you keep taking this nigga back. But the reality is, you did push the nigga away. So whatever he did in that time, you was acting like you didn't give a fuck no way. But because everybody is saying, oh, hell no, Kirk, it gets you to feeling some type of way. So you, of all people, should know that once that public gets that information and starts talking that shit, it's going to be hard for you and Kalina to recover your relationship, because you're going to have people siding for Rashida and you're going to have people siding for Kalina. And what's gonna happen is y'all gonna get so fucking mixed up in what every fucking person got to say, and we know you are because evidently you did the shit with Tammy. Y'all gonna get so wrapped up in what a bitch got to say that it's gonna have y'all saying, "Oh, I know, huh? She shouldn't have laughed at me, even though we cool as fuck." And I understood at the time. Now that you saying something, yeah, you know, she shouldn't have, you know, laughed. That was fucked up. Or, you know, so hopefully Rashida come to her fucking sense the fuck is and say, you know what, this shit was all started because I was running my fucking mouth to the wrong motherfucker talking about your finances. I thought I might have been doing you a favor by talking about your finances because I really wanted Deb Adney to work with you. And on the low, Tammy was telling me that Deb was reluctant to work with you because she didn't know what she was getting. Evidently, because Miss Deb said that she thought she was getting a bag of garbage. So I felt like in that time, even though we see it like, and it was a week from the last situation, we don't know when the fuck. I think the shit was done during taping. I think all of these conversations that was taking place was done during taping, and I think that was the setup. Because before that, we know nadara about the fuck Tammy. We didn't give a fuck about Deb or Tammy or walk the fuck flame. However, now that I done gave my conspiracy on that, I feel like she should have told, I feel like Rashida should get to a point where she feels like a little bad and say, you know what, I did get wrapped up in the bullshit and I opened my mouth first. And that's probably why I said that you was all broke and all that shit, which was probably the fuel that Tammy needed to bring her mark ass down here and talk shit to you in your own fucking establishment. Which, by the way, bitch, how are you calling me broke? Look the fuck around. Matter of fact, security, get this bitch the fuck out. I ain't fucking with Tammy. I don't like that bitch. I do not like that bitch. I think she's a trifling dog ass, snake ass bitch. I don't like her nose. I don't like her chubby ass cheeks. I don't like nothing about her. I don't like her hairline. I don't like her. And I for damn sure don't give two squirts about Waka Flock the fuck ice. Cause it ain't no flame. Waka Flocka ice. Anywho, that's it. I'm not gonna go off too much. Next week look like it's gonna be fun. I'm glad that we kind of revamped the script, Mona, because I felt like it was getting a little played out and a little old. I'm happy to see the new turn that it's taking. Everything seems more fresh, brand new, and I'm there for it. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Jocelyn's gonna go behind Stevie back and make a song. Mama Diaz is getting married, child. Kalina finna tell Carly Red of all people about how Rashida been treating her. So you know Carly Red gonna get the word out, and that's how she gonna end up being the enemy by the time we watch the reunion. Mark my fucking words. She's gonna be the enemy, but Rashida can redeem herself if she just admits that she was wrong for clowning Kalina, because she's pretty much the one that started the shit. Rashida's looking for somebody to blame, and that's why when Tammy told her what she said, what Kalina said about her, not mentioning that, bitch, I talked about you and said what you said about her first, about her being broke, you know, like, you know, whatever. I can't get my mind together on that one to even correct it if it's not. But, yeah, like, I don't know. It's about to be a lot. It's just about to be a lot. I'm done with Kadia and Jock. I hope he move on, but I hope he still find his fucking platform somewhere in here. I don't know. He trying to get back, you know, in good graces with Carly Red so he can stay on the show because his love interest ain't popping. But he'll find something else to work with. I'm sure he will. This is my time, you guys. I've been talking for this too fucking long, almost 40 minutes, 38 minutes and 43 seconds, 44 seconds, 45 seconds. So, peace and blessings. I love y'all to death. Stay up, players. R.I.P. Sandra Bland or Bland. I don't know how to say her last name. Y'all be easy. One time. One love.